We're tucked up underneath that flag. It's a beautiful thing. Yep. I get that just a little tiny corner in there.
Yeah. That's all good.
We're live whenever you want to.
Live action?
We're live action.
Might have to find some paper in my pocket to put away my gum. Brought the toothbrush, but not the toothpaste, so we had to have some gum this morning.
Getting creative. It's a hockey tournament after all.
If you guys aren't familiar with Tom's Logging Camp, halfway up to Two Harbors, they give you a season pass if you go there once. This is what a Tom's Logging Camp season pass looks like right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Really? Tom's Logging, what do you get there?
Tom's Logging Camp, you can feed animals there. There's like a little path you can learn about logging in northern Minnesota and the origins. But most importantly, it's closed now, so I can put my gum into this season pass, fold it up, and I don't have to worry about getting gum in my pocket. Tom's Logging Camp's a charming little place, actually. It's about $4 to go to. So if you go there with a family of 4, you can get in for like $20. And then you can go back there whenever you want. They're really trying to make their money off the gift shop, I think. If anybody knows somebody involved in Love Creamery or a Dairy Queen, there's an extra little place there where you can. Yeah, they had like a place where they had an ice cream shop, but it's been closed for several years, so they might be willing to lease that out if you know somebody interested. We got
quality creams.
Some kind of a quality cream, yeah. They find something there. They got some sort of a thing out by the West Duluth by Spirit Mountain. They got a thing out there. There's some sort of a co-op, dairy co-op or something.
Burnett Dairy.
Burnett Dairy, yeah. You're aware. So here we are, Brooklyn Park. Same complex, different arena than yesterday. We're in rink number 2. It's chilly in here. Icehawks are going to be a good little team. So a couple years ago, Piper and Everly played with a handful of these girls on a Super Series North team. So there's some girls here from Grand Forks. There's a little bit of Crookston, I think. You got a Roseau, a couple of familiar names if you start going through the last names, some Red Lake Falls type of things. Long story short, their ride home is going to be worse than our ride home. So they'll be getting home about 9 o'clock tonight. We'll be able to get home maybe in time for Sunday night football.
Opening weekend of football.
You said opening weekend, and I'm not a hunter or a fisher or anything, so I didn't know what we were opening up. But yeah, football, definitely. My fantasy teams are all dialed in. Piper number 4 here coming around. It's her birthday. She's offsides, but it's her birthday today. She's turning 12. In her skates, missed it.
Big birthday day. Happy birthday to Piper.
Big birthday day to Pipey. Celebrating with a 5:30 wake-up call. She's going to get some Perky Bear pancakes at Perkins here after the game. She likes to eat a plate of broccoli with that, which is weird, but I'm going to allow it because it gets her vegetables. Look at that. Brooklyn over the shoulder. Little flipperoo. Calorico, 14, makes a pass. I think that was Bristol with her. Little one-time bomb. Got our goalie Gray in the nets. Coming around here, number 15, Nora Lucarelli. Dishes it off to number 8. That's Taylor Rowe. Coming up next, we got white helmet Callie Heitzman. Looks like she's coming out here with Suvi. She hits Suvi. Suvi wants it. Bang! Big save by Gray. Maddie Rankin coming around the top here. Leaving it for Everly Sakala. Bryn and Piper coming next. 24 seconds left in the warm-up, though, so I think it's time for we're going to do a hot lap. Going for a hot lap. Get those legs moving. Audio might be a little tricky in here today. It's an echo chamber in this arena. A little better acoustics than the other one.
Yep. We got to get a sound booth.
Yeah, we do need a sound booth. If we're looking at this arena, just so you guys know, the stands are on the opposite side from where we are. We scouted out a walking track right above the benches. So we're going to have to keep it down, especially with our critiques, because we don't want the kids to hear any of our secrets. Strictly for the grandparents watching back home. What do we got? 12 viewers. What in the heck? It's 7:19 in the morning. Why wouldn't you have a cup of Folgers and watch some U12 hockey? This is semifinal Sunday morning. Winner of this game goes on to the championship.
Loser to third place.
Loser to third place. Hey, worst case scenario is fourth.
Yep. Out of a pool of 6.
Out of a pool of 6. Yeah, so we're not going to try to lose them both. We're shooting for a championship here. We need to come out of the gate hot, though. I feel like we need to get in here. We need to chip it off this face-off. Somebody picks it up. We split the D and we go down there and we make it happen right off the bat. I mean, what are we going to wait for? I think we need to go right here, right now, get one. We're going to be calling on Suvi to do it. She's taking the draw. I think we kind of kept some similar lines here throughout the weekend. We got Everly on right wing, Brooklyn on left, Bristol and Lucarelli on defense. We throw it in deep. We got to attack. All right, here we go. Brooklyn says I can be F1. I'll do it. Suvi comes with her. Hold it in. There we go. It's loose. Brooklyn turns, shoots. Hey, here we go. That's the start I'm talking about. 21 seconds in. One good scoring chance so far for the Railhawks.
Gonna take a low glove side on that shot.
Low glove.
Love the pause. Space to clear out.
Yeah.
Good heads up. Palm play there.
Hit the brakes in the slot. All right, turn it around. Brooklyn again. Oh, there it is. Nifty move to Suvi. Shot and a goal. Shot and a goal. Suvi Kampala. Standing here with a proud father running the camera. Pretty modest guy. He's not fist pumping or doing anything wild. Keeps it pretty measured, this guy.
That's right, calculated.
Yep. Leaving him out here. It was only 30 seconds of a shift. Suvi says, I want more. Give me more. I want more. Suvi cuts it around to Bristol. D to D. That's a good little D to D pass to Lucarelli, who floats one off a tip. Brooklyn in the corner. She's going to maybe find Bristol. Bristol holds it in, makes a stick handling move. Might be coming at us with numbers, but a good recovery by Bristol to keep that thing in deep. Ashland coming in. Ashland's going to stop this one in the slot. Oh, a good use of the defenseman. Look at this. We look like a well-oiled machine here. The rebound's available. Brooklyn stomps on it, gets it, throws it back to Lucarelli, who lets one fly. Nice stop by the tender. Ashland down there to receive it. Maddie ranking. Okay, going over to Bristol. Keep it in. Keep them pinned in. I don't know if the Icehawks know what's hitting them here. Let's keep this on them. All right, here we go. We got an ice and a hook. They're going to call a hook on that too. He's looking around. I don't know if he knows what he's doing for sure.
Brought her down, held her up a little bit.
Oh, on them.
Go on us.
He said 12 blue. He's like, what in the coach is like, what are you talking about, buddy? And the ref's like, nope. And then, upon further review, it looks like it's 12 for us. Almost got what they say in dodgeball is a two-player swing there. That would have been a two-player swing. That's like in dodgeball when you catch the ball. Not only are they out, but you get a player back. A little bit of confusion in the ranks here. The Zebras are trying to get it all sorted out. Face-off's going to be outside of the zone.
I don't understand that one.
The infraction, didn't it happen somewhere down here? Does that bring it all the way down to our end? I don't know the rules.
Any penalty. Take the penalty and defend in the zone.
I hate that rule. I don't think that's right. I don't like that. Okay, now here they come stomping at us. Looks like number 8 here on the defense. She's a player.
She had some great shots and warm-ups.
She was picking corners and warm-ups, so we got to watch out. We're going to lose this draw. We got to get out there. There you go, Maddie. Okay, almost to Maddie. Maddie fighting for it. Fighting for her life over there, trying to kill this penalty off. We got Bryn gets it behind our cage, throws it out to Maddie. Can this get the line? Not quite. Not quite. That's the kind of stuff that'll come back to haunt you a little bit. We got to be able to get those out of the zone there at the top of the circles. Keep feeding these defensemen assists here, and we're going to get in trouble. Puck's coming back out to the D. All right. Out of trouble. Yep. Gray steers it aside. Charging that D is Maddie. Charging this side. Talarico out there with her. That's out of the zone. All right, that's what we needed. Can't be too aggressive on the line change here. We got Subi back out here. 8's got speed. She's coming in. She throws it off the side of the cage. We got Suvi and Bryn kind of battling in the corner there. Talarico goes over the wall. Catches one off the leg there. To Suvi, back to 8. You know, if we're just going to slap it up the wall, we're going to keep feeding 8, and that's not a recipe for success. 8 again. She takes one. Good stop by Gray. It's a tough kill here. They got us penned in. It's going to get a whistle here, maybe get some fresh lungs out. 14 seconds remaining on the power play.
Gray doing a great job.
Gray's holding her own in there.
The rebound there off the stick.
Yep.
Nice soft stick, letting the puck just sit there.
That's right. Yep. Yeah, not kicking out a whole lot of reboundage there. Able to control it. Piper storming out to the D. Her and Suvi out here controlling the point. We got 4 seconds left on this penalty kill. Piper up the wall. Get this thing out of the zone, and we're going. Right out of the boxes. Look like we got Brooklyn that must have come on for Ashlyn if she did a quick change right below us here. Over to Pipey. Pipey takes a shot. Oh, looking for that birthday goal that we had. 3 birthday goals yesterday. We were looking for a birthday goal today. Nice try, Pipey. Looks like we got 6 out there. Piper got a feel for the game here. We're going to get her changed out and maybe get her back to her line. Those penalties, man, it's tough to coach when you start getting penalties and penalty kills. You start getting your lines mixed up, and then you got to get them back in order, and then move forward. Lucarelli out to Suvi. Suvi to Everly. Everly's going to try to turn her inside out. Slowed the play down a little bit so that the back checkers were able to get back involved. Brooklyn coming in here now. They're going to steam out of the zone. Gets around Nora. Behind our net. Looks like Suvi and Bristol thinking about it. Got tangled up a little bit there. I mean, that's just normal wear and tear. Shot from the point and controlled by Gray. I think we're going to be facing some heavy shots coming from the point today. A lot of D usage.
Big strong girls back on D there for the Icehawks.
Well, and the way that you structure a team sometimes is you'll have your center be maybe one of your veterans, and then a couple strong defenders. So your wingers are usually your younger players, and that leaves those D open if we don't know exactly where we're covering all the time. So we got to be aware of those D. We got Ashlyn coming in here. Callie takes a swing at it. Got a good back check by Ash. Coming across is Maddie. And Bryn picks it up behind our net. thinking about winding it up or maybe throwing it up the wall. She gets it to Maddie. Maddie chips it out. It's not going to be an ice. It's going to go into their end.
Defense playing F1 on that play?
Yeah, defense was our F1. All right. She says, I'm going to go get some. I want to go get some. Good body usage actually there by, best I could pronounce her name is Grind. We got number 19, Grind, took out Bryn there.
Ooh, nice little saucy backhand pass there by
These Icehawks aren't playing for the first time together. This is a team that they played together all summer. They've been playing together for a couple of years. Definitely know each other. Talarico loses an edge there as she was forechecking. Julia coming in now, going after it. Piper turns that thing up the rink. Oh, loses it in some snow, some early snow from warm-ups. Got a battle along the wall, and we got Lucarelli's going to get that thing and take it towards traffic. They're going to slow her down. We're going to throw that thing up the wall, not far enough to get to the winger. That's off of Gray's chest. They're batting it around. Julia trying to do what she can to keep the D off the scoreboard here. And Talarico with the rush. Julia might have been offside, but they're going to let it play. Over to Jules. Piper, you're now F1, buddy. You're going to have to do more than reach. Get your feet into her. Get your legs going. There you go. You slowed her down. Over to Julia. Nice attempt. Trying to make a little first-year play here. Goes back into our end with Bristol chasing after it. She's going to think about going all the way behind the net, and she does. Maybe throw it off the wall. It bounces into the neutral zone. Into the middle. Suvi out there. Piper being her shadow. Suvi's chasing after it. They're going to reverse course here and go up the other side. They got a sleeper behind here, a number 5 that came out of the box and was kind of trying to get behind our defense. Coach Britta letting them know she's there. Piper and Jules probably ready to change here and get some fresh legs out there with Suvi. Brooklyn, Everly march out. Railhawks with a 1-0 lead, 7:23 left in the first period. That's about the halfway point of the first period. So far, a lot of stops by Gray. A couple moments of brilliance by the Railhawks that have translated into a goal. We've been trying to fight off a penalty for a couple of those minutes. Throw it into our zone here, and Bryn picks it up behind the net. You don't see somebody out-muscle Bryn very often. Everly goes in there, and they pin her in. Up to the point. Surprised at the amount of time she has up there to load up. Bryn just kind of a desperation fling there, trying to get it out of harm's way. Let's get this thing out of here. It might work out. Brooklyn coming after it. If she could tap that thing over to Everly. Almost. She fights through it. Everly's going in there. We need to get some bodies in the corner quick. There's F1. Everly, that makes you F2. We got F3 back there. Bank it off the goalie's pad. Ashland trying. They're coming back our way. Oh boy. It was a 1-on-3, but 2 of them kind of drifted out of her way there. Off the glass, Nora. Heavy shot from the point. Who's that, 8? Holy smokes.
That Honek or whatever her name is.
Honek. She's honed in on Gray. Uh-oh, this could turn into some kind of an offsides here. We check up. Bristol's going to have to go pinch her off. Yep, keep her to the outside. No harm, no foul. 7:33 on September 7th. 12 years from Piper's birth. That was a Saturday. Ashland taking the draw, throws it into the corner. We got Nora picks it up. Bristol up to the point. Ashland fighting through some traffic here. A lot of sticks. Just trying to get some lumber on it. Grindy, or Grind. Grindy Grind steps up. Shot into the corner, steered away. Callie gets over there and kind of got out-muscled a little bit. Glove saved by Gray. Might be a chance for a line change, is it? Yep, we got a new group marching out here. Tallarico, Roberg, Peterson.
Definitely got to work on some of our slot coverage.
Slot coverage,
defensive zone there.
You get mesmerized in the corner. You start sliding down if you're a winger, and you lose your responsibility at the point, and it could come back to haunt you here. There we go. Bryn fighting it off. There we go. Piper thinking about setting a pick for Bryn. Jesus, Piper, you got to know the rules. It was like she was like going up there screening that gal. Just a little excited here.
The little forward screen.
A little too used to maybe 3-on-3 half ice there. I don't know what that was all about. It's okay, girls. Let's go get them. I kind of saw her with a head of steam, and I thought for sure she'd hit the brakes, and she did not. Steam don't stop. Takes a long time to slow down the Titanic. There we go. It's a nice outlet pass to Jules. They intercept a little bit. She throws it to the middle to Pipey. Pipey lets it loose a little bit. Back to Bryn. Bryn finds Julia again on the wall. She throws it deep. All right, who wants to F1 this thing? Tallarico going after it. Maybe an F2 would help. We're playing the 1-2-2 forecheck here. We should be playing the 2-1-2 forecheck. There we go. Jules gets it, turns it into the zone. Got a hand on it. A little paw touched the puck there. Gonna throw that thing over to Bristol. Bristol looking wide. We're gonna have to get some numbers back. I feel like they're gonna come at us with speed here if they get a chance. They're thinking about it. Piper's going for a change. Everly out on the rink for Piper there. We got Nora going after it. She throws it up the half wall. Julia's going to receive that thing, but it's going to go straight over to, is that Honeck again? Boy, I wish they had 8D. They don't have 8D. Seems like Honeck's out there all the time. Throwing it back here. Yeah, we're going to have to go 60 feet to retrieve that. Good escape move by Bristol behind the cage. She throws it up the wall to Everly. Everly chips it up to the point. Point. Gonna have to protect the puck right in that area. They stop it again from getting out. Stop it again from getting out. Here we go. Get this thing out of the zone, and we do. Is there enough pace on it for an icing? Doesn't look like it's gonna quite get there for an ice. Suvi going after it. Everly with the reach. D to D. Bryn over to Taylor. Taylor gets the red line. Chipped in by Suvi. Honeck says, I can chip too. She throws it in. Bryn thinking about letting it go for an icing, but that's not fooling the refs. 1-on-3 in our slot. We come up with it. Peterson on the left wall here. She chips it to the middle. She's got Suvi with her. There we go. Nifty move. Gets it into her forehand. Everly still fighting through traffic. Back to the point. Quick little one-time snapper by Bryn. Behind the net to Peterson. Oh, I got to the end of my cord here and started moving the camera. They chip it past us. They got numbers. We got Taylor and Peterson trying to hold off a pair of Icehawks. Hey, Rubbin's racing.
Good move through the hands there.
Hey, you gotta take out their hands. Spun her around. Good play by Taylor. Possible goal saver. You gotta find that line. You don't know what they're gonna call. Go out there.
That was a skate through the hands.
Yeah, skate through the hands.
That was a good contact play. Not afraid of the contact. Also keeping it clean.
All right, here.
Call it looking worse than it actually was.
Okay, here's Callie. Callie with a chance. Gets kind of held up 3 feet from that blue line. That's where the games are won and lost, is what Coach used to say. 3 feet inside our end and 3 feet from their blue line. Those are the 6 feet that win and lose games. Behind the net, Bristol throws it up the wall. Maddie there. It's thrown back in. Callie on the right wall. Here we go. Maddie coming up here to the D. The D says, I'm going to be an offensive player here. She wants to wrap it around. She's looking for a stick. She's looking for an opening. Adams off the crossbar after doing an around-the-world trip, Magellan style. Couple times around the world in 80 days. And we got Nora fighting for it there. Or no, that's Ashlyn. Ashlyn, Maddie says, I'm going to get this thing out and skate after it. Maybe a chance to change. We still got Maddie and Callie out there. We got Tallarico coming out as your center. Maddie's coming for a change. I believe that'll be for Piper. Callie's changing for Jules. Piper cutting through the neutral zone. Getting some sticks on her. We need to get some shoulder on her.
15.
We got 11 seconds left in the period here. Maybe enough time for Bryn to go for a march. Let's see if Piper decides to be the fullback and block for her again. Job, Black!
Nice shot, Bryn. Right at the last minute there. Good heads up clock awareness to take the shot from the red line.
Clock awareness there.
Good first period. Call it a surprising first period. Girls were skating with them.
I think
that Icehawks team has some speed, giving them some space. They've shown that with their Magellan couple times around the world moves there. But
they got some veteran players that are trying to take control of the game.
Yep.
You know, we got some younger players that are getting a little bit nervous and maybe slapping a little bit. They need to take some poise, get their heads up, find their teammates.
Yep. Hoping that some of the intimidation factor doesn't creep in like it did yesterday during the Lab Rats game.
Well, and you know, that's why we're here. I mean, we're here to get better. We're here to get thrown into the fire a little bit.
Yep.
And that's how you learn.
Yep. Oh, that's right. Definitely saw in the first period we had we're afraid of the big team, but the girls stayed with it, and I think that physicality kind of wore them down a bit through the game.
Yeah.
But, liking these girls jump this morning.
One rip, 7:42 a.m. Hour from now, we'll be at Perkins. But we got a hockey game to play. Second period, again, let's remind the viewers at home, the second period is the long line change.
That's
so
right.
If you get pinned into your zone and you can't get out, it's a long way for your forwards and your D to change. You got to go skate about 120 feet here to the bench. You almost need the goalie to freeze it. You need an icing. You need a nice breakout. The crazy thing about the second period here is sometimes when you get a rush and you got a little bit left, that might be a time to throw it in the corner and get a change, because you don't want to change when you're completely gassed. You want to change when you got a little left in the tank.
That's right.
Because if that thing comes back at you, you could be looking at another 40 seconds of defensive play, and you don't want to get trapped during that kind of situation.
That sure is called stamina management.
Stamina management.
That's right.
Don't be a hero.
Don't be a hero.
Don't be a hero. Give it your 45 seconds and get the heck out of there. Nothing good happens after 12 p.m. and nothing good happens after a minute and a half on your shift, Adam.
You know that old saying.
That's the old saying that they say. Might have been in like a Herb Brooks book or something. I don't know for sure, but 45 seconds. Give me everything you got. We got 3 lines. Let's roll through them.
Need an that's a bit of mentality.
We're gonna need a center wing and wing here. All right. And Brooklyn goes after it. Back to Bristol. She throws it off the wall. Suvi Brooklyn used that wall as a teammate. Bounced it off the wall. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Nice kick. Little Pele assist over here to Brooklyn. Suvi with it along the wall. Trying to find an opportunity to get to her forehand there. Guarded well by Honeck. Nice chip by Everly there to keep the play alive in their end. Uh-oh. Everly goes down, but Brooklyn's still chasing after these guys. Suvi comes back, gets a stick on it. It just takes a stick. Get a piece of that thing. Grind coming after it again there. Here, Brooklyn fights her way through 4 or 5 there. It's going to be offsides, but good battle. Good battle.
No intimidation there from Brooklyn.
No intimidation.
4 bodies.
Taylor and Bryn come out on D. Ashlyn at forward. Centering Maddie and Callie. One kid here, not quite sure which side she's supposed to be on. There we go. She knows how to handle the puck, though, because she's got it. Stolen by Maddie. Maddie fighting through it. Oh, now we're going to have to get back on side, and that'll be a whistle. Hey, can't fault Bryn for being eager there. Step up and go.
Trust that your teammates are bailing out from the far side of the zone.
Got a little tangled. Back to Bryn. Bryn says, let's make him go a whole length of the rink. She tries to chip it in. Doesn't quite get all the way in there. Uh-oh, we lost a glove. We call that a yard sale. Here we go. Bryn chasing after her in the corner. They're going to find the D. Trying to catch Ashlyn behind the play. Nice tip in front, but it goes wide right. Off the wall. Maddie with an opportunity here. She gets ahead of steam. She gets rubbed out by Gaspar.
Come on,
Callie thinking about it. Waving at her. Around Taylor. Nora. Okay, wide right again. They're buzzing. They're coming. The puck in front of our cage. Swinging. Lucarelli trying to swing at that thing. Get it out of harm's way. I see a lot of space up here in front of defenseman 15 that Maddie's kind of creeping into it, though. Up the wall. Tallarico and Maddie going up here. Thrown on net. Tallarico with a little bit of a opportunity for a rebound. Julia out there now. Maddie coming for a change. That gets Piper onto the rink. We need to get in there. There we go. And they get it past the blue line. Bristol fighting through it. Piper's going to go on the attack here. We got one right in front of the net we need to pick up with a back checker. She goes in as F2, though. Uh-oh, Piper's going to come around the net, maybe look for where she's supposed to be over there on the wall. There she is. That's Piper's spot. All right, we're out of the zone. We're living to fight another day. Tallarico off a shin pad. Tallarico sees the right-hand side of the net and hits it. Shot the goal. It was there for the taking. Take it off the shin pad. Sometimes that's what you got to do. You got to take a sacrifice of a shot off your pad, and it turns into a break.
Best play there.
Job block.
Blocking the pass, taking it off your own shin pads, and you just got the entire sheet of ice.
Oh, yeah. Well, and you know the person shooting, their momentum's going one way, and you're going the other way. Yep. Taking it up the wall. Oh, Jesus. That's not anything? Holy smokes. Bryn's thinking about, ooh, I thought Bryn was going to give it to her.
Yeah, he's fired up.
Bryn says, I'm going to show it to you where it matters. Oh, boy. That was an inspiration rush right there. All right, into the slot here. Piper gets a little stick on it, knocks it back to the D. Skating hard after it. Yeah, that was a little dirty, I would think. All right, I think we need to get Maybe a line change right after a rush here. Uh-oh, off a shin pad. See, this is where you're talking. You get an extended shift here and you get it out of your zone. You kind of got to change because now you got to go play defense tired. Piper on the far wall there. It's time for a change. Throwing it up the wall. End of the shift. She gets an arm on her. Suvi battling behind the net. Taylor. They're down 2 with 10 minutes left in the second period. Railhawks 2-0 lead, but it's starting to get a little chippy by the Icehawks here. Clear out these rebounds. Piper's stuck out there way too long. Get a change, Pipey! Oh my God. All right, Piper's after it still. Way too long, needs to get a change. Get a change, Pipey! All right, there we go. Nora gets to the middle of the rink. A float. Ooh! That found its way through. That found its way through. Nice shot by Lucarelli.
Great shot, Nora.
We got Ev on right wing. She's gonna have fresh legs. Came out for a late change, Pipey. Suvi in Brooklyn towards maybe a middle to end of shift here. Got a little delay there.
Little tip by the Icehawks there.
Nice shot by Bristol.
I think this Icehawks team's getting a little fired up.
I think it's getting heated in here. You can feel the tension starting to rise a little bit in the arena. It's, everybody's fighting for their dear life. And besides a weak call on Ashlyn, there hasn't been a whole lot of whistles here. Lucarelli goes back after it. She's got 2 chasing after her. She holds it off. She gets a huge slash from Gaspar. They're chippy. They're swinging at us. Ev comes up the wall. She's looking for open ice here. She fires it just wide left. Brooklyn there, held in by Lucarelli. Bristol, we got a man in the middle of the rink here. Good back chip by Suva. This is going to turn into something for Bryn. Bryn into the bread basket. Coming down for a one-timer.
Bryn's still just fired up.
Bryn is angry currently.
I love an angry Bryn.
An angry Bryn is something to behold.
Seen that a lot of times over the years.
Yeah, we might have to
fired up.
Might have to designate somebody to watch if she takes a rush who's going to stay back, because she's going to be rushing here. She has toes on the circle right now, ready to step up here. It's behind her. Taylor's chasing after it. Bryn's chasing after it. They got 3 chasing after it, but it's an ice. 8:22 left in the second period. 7:53 a.m. 2-0 Railhawks lead. Veteran players for the Railhawks are trying to help these first-year girls get to a championship game. Baptism by fire. And we got a 1-on-3 developing. Taylor's getting up, but they were offside.
That ref was paying attention. At first he was watching the play going into the zone.
It's easy to get mesmerized, but you're getting paid $70 not to, so the ref should know what's going on. Ashlyn wins the draw back to Bryn. Bryn throws an elbow into Nelson. She goes to the ground. Somebody named Schmaltz over here on the half wall for the Icehawks. Taylor gets it, fights for it, frees it up to Maddie. Maddie clawing and grabbing here, trying to get everything they can. Slowing down here by Taylor. They throw it out to the point. Oh, that's out. Honick couldn't quite hold it in. They're able to check up, get back on side, but here's Bryn. Bryn's able to kind of eye up the whole rink from that point of view. She throws it up to Maddie off a skate. Callie covering for her. Back to Taylor. Taylor throws it back here to Honeck. Honeck looks wide. If it's not an icing, it's a nice soft dump. Gaspar picks it up. Oof. We're battling by the side of the net. Piper, get an arm on her or something, kid. All right. Off of Piper's head. Lucarelli behind the net. To Jules. Jules with a little soft play into the neutral zone. Ashland's chasing after it. Piper shadowing. Piper tries to get a stick on it. Jules tries to get a stick on it. Physicality is going to be the big change for the U10s moving into U12. You're not going to be able to wave at people with your stick. We're going to have to get a shoulder. We're going to have to get some hands. We're going to have to get into them. Pinned in right now. They fire it back into our corner. Julia looking at her point. Number 2 here. She's watching her point. Oh, big save by Gray. Still sitting there. Let's get a line change. I think it's time. I don't know. I don't think Talarico hasn't been out there very long. I feel like they're going to let her play, but gosh, it's almost time to mix up those wings. Getting to the end of your shift here in the second period, 6:15 remaining. Quick shot off the point. Bristol looking up the wall. Piper setting a pick for her. She's coming up. She's coming up. It's going to pop out to Piper. Piper, a little backhander. She crumbles. See if she can attack that wall. Her and Julia going after it. Julia frees it up. Talarico going after it in the corner now. They reverse rink over to the left-hand side here. We need to get an F1 on her quickly. Up to Lucarelli. Now to Bristol. Bristol fires it. It's bouncing puck to Jules. Jules is going to get it. People are hollering from in front of the net for her. Talarico going to pinch her off, and she does. Over to Jules. Jules bats it in. Get a change, Pipey. Nope, they're going to let her out there. Nope, she changed. All right, so she's out. Fresh legs of Everly Sakal out there. Talarico fires it over to Julia. Julia with the shot on net. And we're going to make the rest of that line change. 5:09 remaining in the second period. It's a tough check-in battle out here. 2-0 Railhawks lead.
It was nice working by Julia in the offensive zone, that shift there.
Yeah, making some plays.
Getting feisty, turning the puck, sending it toward the net.
You know, U10 gives you a lot of opportunities to carry that puck, and here it's like you can carry it for a couple seconds and you got to find somebody with speed.
That time really closes quick.
You don't have a lot of time, but then what makes it even more important is the people that don't have the puck, they have to be moving with speed because that's where that person with the puck has to move it to next. So you can't just be watching somebody skating with it. You got to be hopping into open play. Here we got Suvi pinching. Taylor bounces over her stick. Bryn going after it now. Almost sounded like Suvi might have got somebody in the helmet there for a second. Sounded like a plastic on stick. Taylor battles up the wall, playing strong down there. Everly kind of cruises to the middle. I think I heard Coach say not to the middle. Battle on the wall here, Suvi. Taylor picks it up. Help. Center comes in to help. Brooklyn up here on Gaspar on the point. Bryn finds an opening and she's going for it. Now we got a 3-on-2 developing, offside by Ev. Bryn kind of shaking her head. You get into the flow of the game. We don't have the brightest lines here. I mean, you can see them, but Callie fighting off the player here, Schmaltz. Ashlyn playing center, gets into the corner, she's battling. Callie getting sucked into the corner, that leaves the D wide open up here. They find a D. Nora with a head of steam. Take it wide. She throws it behind Adams. They collide. Adams does a good job of body positioning. She's got speed too. So somebody's going to have to figure out where she's going to be and not where she is because she's moving. Nice pickpocket by Madeline. Madeline into the corner. She throws it around the wall. Maybe Madeline, I think, is supposed to be on that wall. That's going to be Maddie's D here. But Bristol's going for it. We're getting a little mixed up position-wise here. We throw it off the glass. Madeline chasing after it hard, trying to split through the defenders. And we're going to go with a line change. Pipey out there, Jules out there. Back check, find a stick! Up the wall to Jules. Jules chips it out. Go, Pipey! Pipey fighting for it. Getting some wheels. Tries to throw it to Tallarico. Turn around. Let's see if we get a stick on her. That's Grindy. Maybe Grind. Grindy Grind. Good job, Brock! 2:11 remaining in the second period. We've just breached the 8 o'clock hour. 8:01 a.m. Drove by the coffee shop. Didn't want my stomach gurgling during the broadcast.
Oh, I went full send on the coffee.
Yeah, a lot of people went for the coffee shop.
Yep.
You got to know your body. All right, here we go. Piper's chasing after. Get it, Pipey! Not your stick, your feet. Move your feet. Pipey chasing after it. Tallarico lifts the stick. Ooh, Bryn almost going for the KO. Taylor into the corner. Gets a stick on it. Get a stick, Pipey! That's you, Pipe! Giving it the old way. We didn't want to get in there. Even though a shot to the shin pads led to a goal earlier today, we're a little hesitant to get hit by pucks here. Gaspar turns it, fires it off a shin pad by Bryn. Over to Julia. Julia thinking, I need to get this thing out of the zone. Piper comes over for support. I do like seeing the winger come over to support that. Here we go. Riley's got it. She's fighting. Maybe a good time to change here while we're in their end. Brooklyn Peterson puts a shoulder into her. Piper's coming up with it. Tries to dish it to Peterson. Off the wall. Nora. Oh, a little soft pass. Look at that soft little saucer over to Bristol. Good touch. Subi behind the net. Oh, just couldn't connect. We're going to go back. This is going to give us a chance here. We're going to have Nora with a head of steam coming around the net. There we go. That's going to work. That's going to work. Good look. Good look. Good dish by Everly. Over to Brooklyn. Step up. Almost dragged herself offside there. Uh-oh. And 5-hole. Yeah, she marched her way in there. This is good stick handling, good puck control.
Just slicing and dicing through the Railhawks.
We got a couple of Adamses out here. That's Adams Jr. There's a big Adams and a littler Adams, I believe. Yeah, it was a good individual effort. She worked her way through. 15 seconds remaining in the period here. Maybe enough time for a quick rush here. Peterson trying to work it to the middle of the rink. Trying to 3, 2, 1. And we go into the third period with a 1-goal lead. I mean, I'm not going to say they got momentum right now. I don't know. I mean, we got the lead. We got the lead. It's a 2-1 game. We've been pinning them hard. They've got some individuals that can make plays. They got some playmakers, some nifty little moves that they can make, some good hands.
Yep.
We're making a lot of stops. I don't know. What does it show for shots? Are we not keeping track?
I think Mike's doing it 13-12 for Railhawks right now for shots.
Oh gosh, those little numbers look like zeros to me from over here.
I got you covered.
I'm not
Got you covered.
2010 vision, but looking down there, it looked like a couple little blobs. But 13-12, okay.
13-12.
You know, and a lot of these shots have been coming from the points.
Yep.
A couple of penetrating moves where we've been able to get in, kind of in tighter, past the defenders. But for the most part, the goalies have been doing a great job cleaning up rebounds.
Yep.
There hasn't been any real second chance opportunities laying around here.
No, it's been a very square game. I think this third period we'll see a lot more of the same, I hope. It's one of those games that could go either way. Depends how the puck bounces. Stay solid on your defensive coverages. I think we're making some good things happen in the offensive zone, so just keep grinding. Keep doing what you're doing.
Keep grinding it out.
There's not a lot of feedback to be given so far out of this game.
Kind of feels like half of everybody's a coach because I'm looking into the stands here and we got about 20 people over there. Way more kids than that are in this game. So you look down, we got 4 on our bench, 4 coaches. They got a handful of coaches. It's not a full house here at 8:06 a.m. 25 viewers.
Got more viewers than we do fans in the stands.
I think we can monetize this.
Got to start running intermission ads.
Well, just maybe we can get bought up by the Ocho.
We're going for the buyout offer.
Yeah, I saw that. What's that game that you play where they got the little thing and you like hit the ball into the spike ball?
Oh yeah, spike ball.
I saw spike ball on ESPN News this morning.
Loving spike.
Spike
This guy
ball.
right here loves a good game of spike ball.
I got to imagine
laying out.
there's got to be at least 25 million people in America that would like to watch the third period of this game. Over to Adams. She throws it wide.
Oh,
Ref slowed down.
Bryn was going to take her to the house.
Bryn was ready to step up and take that 1 yard. Bryn coming up the wall. She's got Maddie there. They're stepping into it, but it's slowed down. Ashlyn maybe thinking of getting it to Bryn, and she does. That's gonna be a big assist if we can make something happen here. Bryn's fighting through it. She's thinking about throwing it to Taylor, maybe. Bryn's got to get back at this point, back into her position. I think they're thinking weak side Springer here. They're going to be cherry picking. I've seen their D look wide wing twice so far this period. They're going to try to let loose. Oh, Bryn. Could have been interference. They throw it up the wall. Something tells me they got the right wing fly on right now. We'll have to continue to watch as that develops this period. See if they're just springing a right winger here. Lucarelli going for it. Piper kind of in the middle here, waiting to see what happens. Help her out! Help her! Piper gets in there digging. Up to Bristol. Can she keep it in? She does. Gotta get there! Sorry. Emotions are getting the best of me over here. See, they're throwing weak. They're going weak. Weak spring. They're trying to go for a weak side winger. Tallarico throws it up. Piper holding up the D there. Grindy. Peterson chasing after it. 9 blue with a tripperoo. Nine's been a lot of stick work out of her today. I've seen her slashing a lot of people. You know, if you're not as big as some of them, sometimes you can get away with that trying to half chop a tree. But now we're on the power play. I didn't see. I was watching elsewhere. 2! All right, 2 on the puck. Here we go. That's all right. You know what? This is going to open up the rink here. Let's this girl get trapped. Let her get trapped going after Bryn. Nelson throwing around the wide side here to Peterson. We got numbers coming at him. Peterson tries to use the wall. Not quite the geometry there. They throw it up the wall again. Bryn regroups. She's thinking about, opens up to her forehand there. Back to her. Everly slapping stick on the right blue line here, asking for it. Suvi coming in. She knows it's a power play. She's going to press hard. On the sidewall. Sakala to Taylor. Taylor throws it. Down to Ev. Ev looking. Back to Taylor. Taylor with a wrister. Can he get some traffic in front? Boy, it'd be nice to bang one in here. Frozen. 52 seconds remaining in the power play. 11:50 left in the game. A 2-1 Railhawks lead. We got Ash. We got Callie. We got Maddie. Bristol and Nora on defense. Our power play unit. Win it to the wall. That's Maddie trying to fight through traffic. Ashlyn maybe get a stick on it. Can we step up? Uh-oh, splitting the D there. Bristol's coming back hard. Just get behind the net. All right, out of harm's way.
Oh, we're still on the power play here.
Still need 2 on the puck. We got 3 in front of the net. Uh-oh, almost a tipperoo. Little tensions are flaring. Hey, if you drove 5 hours to play a game at 7 in the morning, you'd be flaring out there too if you're down 2-1. You'd be slapping at rebounds on the kill.
24 seconds left.
24 seconds of power play time remain. We're going to throw that behind the net here. Callie's going to pick it up. Here we go. Ashlyn, the second-year player on this line, takes it to the red. Bumped off by Magar. They throw it off the wall. We're looking at 1 second left and full strength for the Icehawks. Icehawks against Railhawks. It's a Birds of Prey Sunday. Bristol. Get that red line. She's got Maddie with her. She's thinking about getting into her forehand. Just ran into too many people here. Jules, you're a defense now. Do you know that? All right. Bristol gets back and she's taking over on D. Here we go. An opportunity, a 3-on-2. Okay, Jules moves it to the side. She got Piper in front. Piper cuts to the middle. Tallarico. Start banging at it. Start swinging at it. Here we go. Tallarico loses an edge. Taylor throws it behind the net. Piper there. Piper receives it on her backhand, chips it up to Tallarico. Piper again off the side of the net to Jules. We're going to have to back check. They're going to come back at us here. Bryn says, my turn. She takes it away from the tower of Honeck. Finds her way through. She's getting hooked the whole way. Throws it out front. Piper holding the... That's who played me! Piper filling in for Bryn here. They're going to call that an icing, though.
The other ref trying to wave off that icing. Not sure why.
Well, they got limited amounts of ice down here. They got to try to fit it all into an hour 15. I'm pretty sure they're instructed that if it's close, call off the icings, call off the offsides. Let them play, as they said in Bad News Bears Breaking Training.
Icehawks coaches having some
Icehawks coach trying to figure out why more of his hooks aren't being called, I guess. Throwing it to front here. We got Peterson going after it. Out to the point. Bristol's going to have to get back there. I don't know. Could have been an ice again.
That was
That was off of us. Everly fighting on the wall here, 1-on-3. Help her out! Help her out! There we go. Somebody's got to be open. They had 3 on the puck, so somebody's open there. Brooklyn fights through a check. There we go. Turns into a shot on goal for us. 8:54 remaining. 2-1 Railhawk lead. Grindy drops her stick. Grindy.
Call her the grind.
The grind. We got a roast.
Play here along the boards though. Everly tying up with 3 of the Icehawks.
Yeah.
Everly yelling out for help. Coach is telling all of our players to stay back.
Yeah, I mean,
Three of their players in there. You got a quick shot for a quick break.
there totally was, and she was able to fight through it.
Love that move.
Love that move. All right, there's a draw that's going to come out. Tapping it back on. Okay, well, I mean, you get leveled from behind. I mean, I guess you can do that. Oh, they both fell. Yeah, well, I remember seeing Jimmy Superfly Snuka jumping from the top ropes, and he falls too, but he knocks you down from up there. So it's still illegal to interfere even if you fall. That's not a rule, ref. Okay, so here we go. We got Nora trying to get this thing over the blue line up to Suvi. Tight checking game. I mean, this is turning into some hand fight. It's not like fighting, but there's just kind of a lot of stick checking going on out here. Bryn throws it up the wall. All right, here we go. 8 minutes remain in the game. 2-1 lead. We throw it down. It's going to end up on net. She's going to play it. Maddie going after it. Throws it wide. Callie, a little swatteroo. There you go. Ashlyn trolling through the middle here too. Up to Ashlyn. Madeline and Ashlyn working a little give and go tag team action there. Ashlyn kind of hits the ground. I don't know if everybody's got much fuel in their belly right now, so we got to be running on fumes. Our normal hotel had gunshots last year, so that's the place that had the buffet. No buffet breakfast at this new hotel. Look wide. Callie gets a stick on it. Gaspar, coming off of her earlier penalty, takes it wide. She throws it out to the middle. Bryn intercepts it, throws it over to Callie. Callie back to Bryn. Yep. Coach Genzel used to tell me, get it to a skill guy. Chips it up to Bryn. Ashlyn comes around here. She throws it at the net. That's an SOG. Make her make the stop. Piper, get after it. Piper almost takes out some legs and gets 2. Our D are drooping, looking for a poke check. Here it is. And Bristol starts storming forward. There we go. Another slash. Uncalled slash there. Here we go, a good little pass there. Piper's kind of holding down the fort for Bristol while she's attacking. Get it, baby! Uh-oh, Grindy fights through it. Grind loses the handles right there right on the doorstep. Got to use some body here. Who's center? Get in there, Talarico, and help. There she is. Talarico comes up with it. Chips it out. A lot of hooking going on. Yeah, they're letting everything go. All right. Bryn has it. She's looking up the wall. Got some tired legs out here. 5:23. Probably time for a line change. Chipping up the wall. Talarico says, I'm going to go for a change. Everybody goes for a change. Piper says, it's my birthday. I'm going to try to score. She gets it in the center ice. Bangs it in. And she's going for a change. Up the wall to Bryn. Honick or whatever. She's fighting now. She says, I'm not playing defense anymore. Now I'm forward. They're throwing shoulders in, throwing sticks in. Everybody's getting mad here. Back behind our net. Taylor looking up the wall. Nice pass up to Everly. Everly over to Brooklyn. Nice attempt. 4:23. There we go. We try to throw it out front. Probably eat it in the corner at this point of the game. 4:23. We don't need to be centering it out front and throwing it away. Just keep the puck in our stick. Make it hard for them. Make them take it from us here. Fighting it up the wall. Tallarico, or not Tallarico, Nora holds it in. Suvi trying to hold it in. Ev battling along the wall, just getting into that corner. Trying to kill some clock here. 4 minutes to play, 2-1 game. Adams has speed. I mean, she wants a piece. It's bouncing, it's there, it's there, it's there, it's in. 2-2. We got 3:41 remaining. 3:41 remaining. 2-2 game. Adams had the first goal as well. Tell you what.
Coach John calling time.
Ooh, see, what I might have done here is I might have put like 5 second-year players out and then use the timeout maybe in 2 minutes.
Sure.
And try to get them out there again.
Yep.
We're in win mode now. We're not in like equal time mode.
Yeah.
I feel like we got some kids that really can get out here and eat, and
it's a great game.
We need a G. We need a G here.
Yep.
We need a big goal. We're looking at possibly 3 or 4 shifts remaining. Could be shift management here. Got to think that maybe the Icehawks are thinking about using their timeout as well later on. So there might be another opportunity. They got the Mo, though. I feel like they got us on our heels.
Yep.
Even though for the last 6 minutes we had them pinned into their end pretty good.
A couple good shifts there in the offensive zone.
We had them pinned in pretty good, and then they broke free. They got some strong sticks. These kids have got some strong sticks. They're not slapping and missing. They're putting full arm, shoulder in there, and they're going to be a tough out, as they say in baseball. Always tough to end a tournament for somebody here, and we're about to try to end theirs. We are coming out with some veterans. It's a wise play. We're coming out here. We got Brooklyn as a newer player on left wing, but she's been shifty today, making some plays. Suvi. We got Nora up on wing. We got Bristol and Bryn on defense. We're in win mode here. Up the wall. Oh, wide side right there. Throw that thing wide. All right, here goes Bryn. Winding it up. We got to stay on side for her. Fires it to Lucarelli. She gets it on the wall. Just wide left. We're going to rest Bryn here. Get Taylor out there with Bristol. Everybody a little confused because we kind of changed up the lines a little bit here. So there's some people looking at the bench like, you want me to stay? You want me to go? Suvi getting after it, chipped off the wall. Brooklyn bulldogs through there. Finds a crevice like a spelunker. Finds a way through the cave.
The cave of Florida.
Get that head through, then the shoulders, then the legs. Doing a line change off of the back of Brooklyn's skate, and it doesn't get out. So that's going to turn into a 3-on-2 opportunity here. Bryn back out there on D, Nora on wing. Chipping it out. All right. We got a line change. Ashlyn coming next. Kind of switched up some positions. People are trying to figure out where they're supposed to be. Up the wall to Everly. Everly does get it out, but they say it didn't. That went over the line, but how could you tell from way over there? Bryn behind the net. Okay. You gotta get there. Everly doing what she can. 1:28 remaining. Bryn. And a stop. Oh boy. Curious to see if they call a timeout. I don't know if they would. If they were paying attention, they'd know that we had some heavies out there that are tired.
I think they're liking their chances.
They're liking their chances. They're putting Honik out there. She's fresh. They got Grindy out there on the point. She's fresh.
The Cavern of Honik.
The Cavern of Honik. Got to spelunk your way past that thing. Get low. You got Piper out here with Suvi and Maddie. Piper, that's going to be your slot here as a right winger, not behind the net. All right, here we go. Lucarelli's going. Piper's going with. Maddie's coming with as well. Slaps it off the stick, but to us, Suvi. They're throwing it out. Looks like we got some tired little kiddos out here. Piper, not supposed to be behind the net here. All right. That's your point, Pipey! Gaspar, big glove save. 22 seconds left. We chip it out. We're kind of in panic mode here. Here we go. Bristol with 14 seconds. Puts it into a soft area, gets hauled down. They're going to let it go. Suvi out front to Bryn. Slap shot. 3 seconds. 2, 1. That's regulation. I don't know. What are they going to do here? Some type of a shootout? What do we got? Some sort of a 5-minuter or what?
It's like they got 5 minutes on the clock.
5 minutes on the clock. Hey, this is one of those where I say we started like we came out after that timeout. Yep. Hey, let's try to win this thing.
That's right.
Let's get the older kids out there.
Quick jump.
This is winning time.
End it right away.
Win time.
What a good game, though. This is a great game.
It's a good game. I mean, this is some physicality. There's a lot of stick work going on out here. Yeah, good and bad. Yeah.
Proud of our girls. They've been keeping their game clean, though. Haven't really stepped too far outside the lanes of.
Yeah, well, the thing is, you got to know where the line is. Sometimes you got to step closer.
That's right. Oh, man. Extra time.
Lindsay C. says she is not happy that number 8 checked Bryn into the boards.
Yeah, that was back, that cross check.
That was a while back.
That was a while back.
Is this Grandma Carol from Iron River again watching?
Grandma Carol.
Big shout out to Grandma Carol. I think we got Daryl and Bonnie watching back on Barker's Island too. I don't know if they're typing anything. Probably not. They beam it to the television set.
It's an advanced function.
Dad likes watching Gopher Sports. A lot of times he's got that Big 10 package on his computer.
Nice.
So he had to get the HDMI cable, connects that thing right to the TV.
It's a solid move right there.
Solid move.
Go big screen.
Going big screen. Yep, YouTube used to be a computer thing. Now it's a TV thing. Smart TVs.
We got the Hessers watching from home too.
Haza! Daddy Haza! Mommy Hazer. There he looks like Lynn's. Hazer's watching.
Oh,
Time flies quilting so. All
and
right.
Grandma.
Grandpa and Grandma are watching
Yeah.
back home.
Yep.
Taking a chance to get a few shout outs from our commenters. Maybe Fritz and Lindsay watching back home with Soy. I don't know. Maybe they're still sleeping. 8:29 though. I'm sure they're watching.
Wouldn't blame them. Back on the school schedule though.
Fritz is playing trucks in the living room. What do we got here? Yep. We got it. Looks like a veteran lineup coming. 4 on 4.
Wait. Oh, 5 on 5 refs.
5 on 5. Well, that might mess up the entire plan that we just made, or what? Goalie ready. Gladiators ready. All right. I don't know if this is 5 minutes, maybe. All right, here we go. Four on 4 for 5 minutes here. We got on the clock. Adams winds one up. Nice blocker save by Gray. A lot of extra space out here with 2 missing players for Bryn. Bryn just hoping nobody goes offside. She comes, takes it through, looking for somebody out front. We're going to need to back check this thing now, 4 on 4. All right. Got a lot of tired legs out here. A lot of one hand on the stick looking around. We're kind of pooped out. They got one wide, trying to trap us. Taylor, we got one in front. Go find her. There's Ashlyn. She gets it, chips it out. Her and Suvi going after it. One move. Oh, good stick by the defender. That's a minute into this overtime period. 4 minutes remain. Everly comes out. They look wide. Suvi takes the switch. 14 pops out. That's Talarico. Nora thinking about going for a skate. She throws it up to Talarico. They throw it back at us. Bristol picks it up. All right, they're offside. Honick into a chest. A second shot at it. Good save by Gray. Oh boy, this is trouble. Oh, back door and in. Railhawks with a hard-fought game, moving on to the third place contest this afternoon. I think we gave it our all.
Good game.
I think we gave it our all. That's tough. That's an early morning game.
Yep. It's all good, Gray. It's all good, Gray.
And that's all she wrote this morning.
Good time, good broadcast, good game.
It was a good game.
Yep. Lot to be proud of. Still early season, you know. It's great.
A lot of whistles left in the pocket there.
Oh boy. You telling me. Season is just starting. Nothing to be down about. Go play for third place.
It's a good game there, Black.
Likely playing the Steel team, I think, that we played on
Yeah, we might get the steal again here this
Saturday morning.
afternoon.
And hey, you know, we'll see how that game comes to be. Chance at third.
Time to go
At
feast at Perkins here
2
and see what
o'clock.
happens.
2 o'clock,
2 o'clock,
2:15,
2:15, somewhere in that realm.
Yep.
We'll see you then, gang.